Eggs are a breakfast favorite and often praised as a superfood, especially for those over 60. But what most people don't realize is that simple habits like how you cook, store, or pair your eggs could be quietly working against your health. It's not the eggs themselves, it's the little mistakes that can affect your heart, joints, digestion, and even memory over time. In today's video, we're uncovering the most common mistakes people make with eggs and the easy fixes that can turn them back into a powerful ally for your well-being. You might be surprised by what you learn, so stay tuned, because the way you eat eggs could change starting today. Eggs, they're simple, familiar, and for many of us, especially after 60, they're the go-to breakfast. A warm plate of scrambled eggs or a soft-boiled egg with toast just feels right. And hey, we've all heard it, they're a nutritional powerhouse, right? But here's something most people never talk about, especially as we get older. Eggs might be healthy, but how you handle them could be silently working against your body. Not because of the eggs themselves, but because of the little everyday mistakes we make when we cook, combine, or store them. These tiny missteps can sneak up on you, affecting your cholesterol, your joints, your energy levels, even your memory. The good news: all of this is totally fixable. So in today's video from Health 365 Day, we're going to walk through the 5 biggest mistakes people over 60 make with XY. They matter, and what simple changes can turn your eggs from maybe harmful back into the superfood they were meant to be. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make your eggs work for unit against you. So, go ahead and grab your coffee, maybe even a pen if you like taking notes, and let's dive into it. Why are eggs so powerful when done right? Let's start with why eggs are even worth the trouble. One large egg packs around 6 grams of high-quality protein. And not just any protein, this is the kind that helps maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines as we age. Eggs also give you all 9 essential amino acids, nutrients your body can't produce on its own. That's a big deal for cell repair and immune function. They're rich in choline, which supports brain health and memory. A must-have if you want to stay sharp well into your 70s and beyond. Plus, eggs have lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that help protect your eyes from age-related vision problems. Think clearer sight for reading, driving, even just enjoying the sunset. And here's a bonus: eggs are naturally low in sugar, making them a smart option for managing blood sugar, especially helpful for those of us dealing with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. But despite all these benefits, some people still report feeling sluggish, bloated, or foggy after eating eggs. Others notice their cholesterol creeping up or digestion taking a hit. So what gives? The answer isn't in the egg itself, it's in the habits around it. Mistake number 1: cooking eggs in the wrong oil. So, mistake number 1, and it's a biggie, is using the wrong kind of oil. Let's paint the picture. You're getting ready to make your eggs. You reach for vegetable oil, margarine, or that convenient cooking spray. Easy, right? That's what we've all done for years. But here's the problem. Many of these oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, and while omega-6 isn't bad on its own, most people eat way too much of it without enough omega-3 south to balance things out. Think of it like this: omega-6 south are pro-inflammatory, omega-3 are anti-inflammatory. You need both, but in balance. Unfortunately, most people eat 10 to 20 times more omega-6 than they should, and that imbalance, it's like adding fuel to a slow-burning fire inside your body. Chronic inflammation isn't always loud, it doesn't always scream, but over time, it contributes to clogged arteries, stiff joints, fatigue, and increased cholesterol. For older adults, it's even more dangerous because the body naturally struggles more with inflammation as we age. What to do instead? Try using healthier fats, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or even a bit of ghee. Clarified butter gives you the richness without the inflammation. These oils are more stable and carry better fat profiles for long-term health. Mistake number 2: pairing eggs with processed meats. Let's talk about breakfast classics. Eggs and bacon, eggs and sausage, eggs and ham. Sounds delicious, right? But processed meats, they're a health minefield, especially as we get older. These meats are often packed with sodium, nitrates, nitrites, and chemical preservatives like BHA and BHT. These ingredients might help the meat last longer, but they don't do your body any favors. In fact, the World Health Organization classifies processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen. That's the same category as cigarettes. That doesn't mean eating bacon is the same as smoking a pack a day. It does mean that regular consumption carries serious risks, especially for conditions like colorectal cancer, high blood pressure, and heart disease. And when you pair eggs, a nutrient-dense superfood, with these types of meats, you're cancelling out a lot of the good. It's like tug-of-war in your gut. The sodium and chemicals in the meat can undo the benefits you'd otherwise be getting from your eggs. Try this instead. Swap bacon for mushrooms, roasted sweet potatoes, a side of avocado, or even some lightly steamed spinach. These pairings boost your fiber, antioxidants, and heart-healthy fats. Mistake number 3. Eating eggs the exact same way every day now. This one might surprise you because it feels so harmless. You find a breakfast that works, maybe scrambled eggs on toast stand. You stick to it. It's easy, comforting, familiar. But here's the catch. When you eat the same thing every day, you're missing out on variety. And variety is one of the most important principles of nutritionists after 60. Why? Because your body needs a wide mix of nutrients to function well. Relying too heavily on one meal, even a healthy one, can leave nutritional gaps. Let me tell you about Sophia, a 73-year-old viewer from our Health 365-day community. Every morning, she'd have 2 scrambled eggs on white toast. No fruit, no veggies, no changes. After a while, she started feeling off, low energy, some constipation. Her cholesterol crept up, and her blood work showed she was low in vitamin B12 and folate, 2 crucial nutrients. Sophia didn't give up eggs. She just switched it up. One day she'd have boiled eggs with mixed berries and Greek yogurt. Another day, she'd go for a veggie-loaded omelette with spinach and mushrooms. On weekends, she made little egg muffins with bell peppers, onions, even zucchini. She also added chia seeds or sliced avocado to boost fiber. And the result? Her energy came back. Digestion improved. Her labs looked better. The lesson: mix it up. Eggs are a great base, but rotate your ingredients, textures, and sides. Your body thrives when you feed it a rainbow of nutrients. Mistake number 4. Storing eggs the wrong way. This next one seems minor, but it can have serious consequences. As we age, and our immune systems don't bounce back the way they used to. It's about how you store your eggs. Now, most people just toss the carton into the fridge door because, well, that's where the little egg holders are, right? But here's the catch. The fridge door is the warmest part of your refrigerator. Every time you open and close it, the temperature fluctuates. That might not seem like a big deal, but for eggs, it matters. Eggs have porous shells, meaning they can absorb moisture, odors, and more dangerously bacteria, like salmonella. And that bacteria can grow fast if the eggs aren't kept at a consistent, cold temperature. Let me share a real story from one of our viewers, Tom Ali, age 75. Tom loved cooking weekend breakfasts for his grandkids, big omelets, fresh toast, the works. But one morning, after leaving his egg carton on the counter for a few hours while he ran errands, he cooked a meal like usual and woke up the next day feeling awful. Chills, cramps, nausea. His doctor suspected salmonella, foodborne illness that can hit seniors much harder than younger people. That incident was a wake-up call. Now Tom keeps his eggs in their original carton, in the coldest part of the fridge, not the door. He checks expiration dates regularly, and he never leaves eggs sitting out more than an hour. Since then, no more issues. Takeaway: keep your eggs cold, sealed, and away from the door. It's such a small habit, but it can protect you from a big health scare. Mistake number 5. Overcooking your eggs. Let's be honest. Everyone has their favorite way to cook eggs. Maybe you love your fried eggs with crispy edges, or scrambled eggs cooked until they re-golden and firm. But here is something most people don't realize. When you overcook eggs at high heat, you're not just changing how they taste, you're changing what's happening inside your body. When eggs are cooked too long or at too high a temperature, the cholesterol in the yolk can become oxidized. And oxidized cholesterol is harder for your body to process. It's more likely to build up as plaque in your arteries. Over time, that contributes to inflammation and poor circulation. Plus, overcooking destroys some of the most heat-sensitive nutrients in eggs like choline, which, as we mentioned earlier, supports memory and brain health. Let me introduce you to Mona, age 69. She loved her eggs fried until the edges were crispy, the yolks fully cooked. It was her signature breakfast: quick, tasty, familiar. But over time, she started noticing that she felt bloated and foggy after breakfast. Her digestion seemed off. She talked to a nutritionist who suggested that her cooking method might be the culprit. So Mona tried something different. Now, she scrambles her eggs on low to medium heat, stopping when they're still soft and creamy. For fried eggs, she uses gentle heat, just enough to cook the whites, while keeping the yolks slightly runny. Sometimes she poaches them or soft boils them for even more nutrient retention. The result? Her digestion improved, her energy bounced back, and her breakfast became something she looked forward to, not something that made her feel heavy afterward. Takeaway: low and slow is the way to go. Poach, soft boil, or gently scramble your eggs to preserve the nutrients and avoid harmful byproducts. Putting it all together, making eggs work for you. So let's recap. Eggs are one of the most nutrient-dense, affordable foods out there. But if you're making these 5 mistakes, they could be silently undermining your health. 1. Cooking them in the wrong oils, leading to inflammation. 2. Pairing them with processed meats, which cancels out the benefits. 3. Eating them the same way every day, causing nutrient gaps. 4. Storing them improperly, increasing your risk of foodborne illness. 5. Overcooking them, degrading nutrients and oxidizing cholesterol. But here's the exciting part. Every one of these mistakes is easy to fix. You don't need to cut eggs from your diet. You just need to make some smart tweaks. Use olive oil or ghee instead of vegetable oil. Pair your eggs with avocado, berries, or leafy greens instead of bacon or sausage. Rotate your egg recipes: omelettes one day, boiled eggs with yogurt and fruit the next. Store eggs in their carton, inside the fridge, not on the door. Cook them gently, avoiding high heat. These aren't massive lifestyle changes. They're small, realistic shifts, and they can lead to noticeable improvements. Better energy, smoother digestion, healthier cholesterol, and even sharper mental clarity. Think back to Sophia, Tom, and Mona. Each of them made 1 or 2 small changes, and the difference in how they felt was remarkable. Final thoughts. Your next breakfast could be a game changer, so the next time you crack an egg, I want you to pause. Think about the oil you're using. Think about what you're pairing your eggs with. Think about your routines. Does it need a little variety? Because the truth is, eggs are a gift from nature, but how you prepare and eat them can turn them into a weapon for health or a silent contributor to decline. These tweaks don't just help you. When you start eating better, you often inspire others: your spouse, your grandkids, a friend at church, or a neighbor who's watching you make positive changes. So here's my challenge to you today. Pick one change from this video and try it this week. Maybe it's switching to olive oil. Maybe it's adding some spinach to your scramble. Maybe it's trying poached eggs for the first time in years. Whatever it is, start today. Coming up next. And before you go, here's a teaser. There's another breakfast food that's in millions of kitchens right now that seems healthy but could be secretly spiking your inflammation and draining your energy. We'll uncover that in our next video. So if you haven't already, make sure you resubscribe to Health 365 Day and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Until then, enjoy your eggs, just make them the right way. Your body will thank you for it.